Hi everyone, how is it going? This is Bill, and welcome to my video of application performance testing. Why are we testing an application for performance? Probably you would want to understand if the application will perform as expected in a certain amount of load. Most likely also is to verify if the service is going to hold to the current specifications and upscale accordingly prior to deploying an application to production. At this module, we will find the response time of an application and find the capacity of the environment where the application is currently deployed. On this demo, we have a tree server farm running on a virtualization environment hosted in my laptop. We have a server, what we are looking at now, or we will provide the load or the amount of virtual users. Now, the SiteScope server, where you will monitor the server where the application under test is currently deployed, and Nimbus server, where the application currently sits on, as you can see, which is a Dockerized container. Now, let's go back to SiteScope. Let me show you the SiteScope monitor, which will provide an agentless monitoring. Performance will be monitored using SSH or Telnet. Now we go to remote service. We need to add the server first on which we will be monitoring. At this case, I already added the IP and the username, so you could actually check the credentials. The operating system is going to log in, and the method of protocol, which is going to communicate on the server of the application under test. Now let's add the monitor. Now at this stage, I added a CPU monitor already, and we were gonna add one more by just right-clicking New, add the monitor. And there's quite a few monitors that it can actually do. Like right now, we're only interested in the CPU and the memory. Now clicking the memory, and let's say this is memory monitor. Verify and save, and it verifies that it is good. Let's press OK. Let's go back to the load generator. We can choose on which gauges we would like to measure our application under test. Now on the left, we get to see the runtime graphs, the transaction response time. Now if you scroll down, SiteScope, add the measurement. Now we add the monitor server machines. Let's go to the SiteScope and make sure we have the correct IP. Now it's this IP here. Now we have the IP, let's press OK, add the measurement, and enter the credentials of SiteScope. Press OK. Now we're going to choose the group that we actually created earlier. Now these are the measurements which we can monitor using our performance testing solution. Now aside from the CPU, as you can see, you can actually see the performance in real time. You can add more measurement with the physical memory. And from here, since it's actually a line graph, which is quite confusing, we can change the view to a bar graph instead. Now it is a bar graph. We have better visibility of the performance of the server under test. Since the graph is quite small, we can actually make it bigger for better visibility. And we can actually stretch out the readings. So right now we can actually view that we have the CPU and the memory together, color-coded how responding from the server under test. What we have demonstrated is the integration of performance testing with SiteScope, having the capability of testing the application on different types of measurement from response time, CPU, and memory of the server. This is the end of part 1. Please continue watching part 2 of the video series.